Hey y'all, meteorologist Sydney Goldberg here from the First Alert Desk, and it was very cold to start this morning. I know I'm in light sleeves, but we got heat in here, so I'm okay. But we started out light freeze in some areas this morning. We hit right at 32 here in the Baton Rouge Metro Airport. Other places further to the south actually got into the upper 30s. So yeah, very cold to start this morning. And you know what? It actually still looks pretty gloomy outside. This is a live look outside in our Sky 9 camera. This is on top of La Berge overlooking the Mississippi River. And the sun is trying to peek through, but the clouds are being stubborn this morning. And so it's making for a gloomy day so far. And also still chilly. Mid to upper 40s across the area, are actually here in the low 40s at 43 at Baton Rouge. Upper 40s though in Gonzales, starting to see some low 50s closer to the coast. Homa at 52, 44 up Macomb. So yeah, it's still chilly. You're going to want to bundle up if you are headed outside today. And you know what? I really don't think we're going to warm up all that much. I thought maybe we'd reach the low 60s, but because of the pesky clouds, I really think we'll only reach into the upper 50s for the afternoon highs. So cool throughout the day, a bit gloomy. I think we will see more peaks of sunshine through the afternoon, but it's still going to be quite cool. The other thing is to note, we're going to be dry throughout the day, but you'll notice once we get to around midnight, starting to get some rain chances back into the picture, because I'm tracking widespread rain. That's going to head in overnight tonight into early tomorrow morning. So giving you the first alert, because with that, we could see some heavy rain potential throughout the day on Thursday, especially during the morning commute, which is going to make for a very wet and very messy commute tomorrow morning. So I want to give you that heads up so you can prepare to one, have your rain gear too, so that you can give yourself extra time to head out the door on Thursday. So let's time it out. Starting to see scattered showers and storms out towards the west. Also increasing cloud cover overnight on Thursday, or tonight on Wednesday. Then here it comes overnight into early tomorrow morning. Starting to see a few showers popping up. Then once we get into the commuting hours is when we could see the heavy rain. Notice the model starting to pop up the shades of red. This is indicating that we could see some pretty high rain rates with that. So this is 6 a.m. right when most of us are headed out the door for work or for school. This continues through 8 o'clock as well. Heavy rain, notice the band mainly staying towards the south, but again, this could change. We could see some heavy rainfall rates increasing further inland. 8 o'clock, here's noon. Maybe we get a little bit of a break, but for the most part, we'll keep scattered, maybe a few embedded thunderstorms with this as well into the afternoon. Here comes another wave by 3 o'clock. Could see some more moderate to heavy showers and downpours as well with this through the afternoon. On into the evening, another round. So it's just going to be very wet throughout the day tomorrow, and again for the afternoon commute as well into the evening. This continues overnight, 9 o'clock, another round of rain, but it's starting to taper off. So I do think we'll see we're trending drier through the evening, late evening, and overnight. But then we've got another round on Friday. So this is Friday afternoon. This is lunchtime. Most of the heavier rain looks to stay towards the coast by lunchtime, but then that does work its way a bit further inland by the afternoon. But I don't think we'll see quite as heavy rain as we'll see on Thursday for Friday. So just on and off scattered showers throughout the day on Friday, and that continues into the late evening and overnight as well. So let's talk about how much rain we can get from the day throughout the day on Thursday. So this is the graph model that I just showed you through midnight on Friday. So this is encompassing the entire day on Thursday, not the rainfall on Friday quite yet. But just on Thursday, this model is showing bullseyes of 3, possibly over 4 inches near Lafayette, where we saw that really heavy rainfall continuing over the same area, so training storm. So on average, it looks like just throughout the day on Thursday, most areas getting 2, 3, maybe upwards of 4 inches on Thursday. So it is going to be a very wet day. And with that, the Weather Prediction Center has us highlighted underneath the 1 out of 4 marginal risk for flooding rain. And that's because of the potential of seeing those isolated higher amounts that could lead to isolated areas of flash flooding, especially those areas that really don't do well with drainage. So poor drainage areas, low-lying areas, and then of course, ponding water on the streets throughout the commute in the morning and in the afternoon on Thursday. So dry today. I've got us at 100% Thursday because it's widespread and it's covering the entire day throughout Thursday. Widespread rain once again on Friday, but a little bit less, and then we continue to see that trend going into the first part of the weekend for Saturday. Then we start to see things drying out by Sunday and to the first part of next week. So why the really wet pattern? Well, if you look in the water vapor here, you can kind of see the motion in the atmosphere is coming from the south and west, and that's because there's an upper level low dropping to the south out towards the west of us. When we get to that southwest pattern, we get into that stormy pattern where we pull those lows from up into the southwest, so up into the north and east from the southwest. So that's what's going to happen. You'll notice the deep moisture down towards the south and west of us gets pulled up by Thursday, and this is really, really, really deep moisture. Compared to normal, typically 0.84. This moisture level is 1.7. So that's why we're expecting some really heavy rain rates with this and the potential for some isolated flooding throughout the day on Thursday. Moisture stays with us on Friday, but a lot of it looks like it will stay to the south and east of us, but we're still expecting that rain on Friday and again on Saturday. It's not until Sunday that we start to see that drier air making a reappearance. So that's why we have good rain chances both Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And the rain potential also, you can see how it's in that direction from the south going towards the north and east. So if we zoom in here, again, this is, remember, through the next 7 days, but on average, the Weather Prediction Center is showing that rain total amounts range from 3 to 4 inches, and I think a lot of this is going to come from tomorrow's rain throughout the day with those pockets of heavy rainfall. So today, cloudy and cool. I only think highs will top out into the upper 50s today. Then widespread rain throughout the day Thursday, especially for the morning commute, and again for the afternoon and evening commutes as well. So have the rain gear ready. Patience when you're on the roads because it is going to be pretty messy and wet. Friday, another round of rain, but I don't think it'll be quite as heavy. I think most of it will stay towards the south and east. Then it tapers off a bit by Saturday. Notice highs only staying in the 50s, so the cool temperatures are going to remain. Once we get to the back end of the weekend and into early next week, we'll see a little bit of a warm up. But the good news there is that after all the rain, we start to dry out with highs staying in the 60s, and that's actually trending a bit below normal for this time of year. And also look at that's not Thursday, that's Tuesday. Tuesday morning, lows could fall back into the low to mid 30s. So I'll have more details on the timing of the rain for you tomorrow. Talk about Friday, and of course have the latest update on those rain totals for you in less than an hour right here on WAFB at noon.
Southern Air of Baton Rouge says no, 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 no interest, no money down, no payments for 12 months on HVAC, plumbing, and electrical services. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more.
I'm Lawyer Locke Meredith. If you're battling an insurance company because of a wreck not your fault and they're not calling you back or being fair, whether you hire us at all, give us a call, 272-5555, or email Locke Meredith, Sean Fagan and Associates. You have nothing to lose.